Hey everyone, this is Blanton with Once Upon a Homestead, and just wanted to touch base and show everyone the mounds of potatoes. The top row up there are the red potatoes, and the middle two here are the what are they called? Kennebec, I believe, potatoes, and they take about 100 days to grow. And it's I think April 20 something right now. I forget the actual day anymore. That's how it goes. Anyway, I just did another row right down here, and that is the peas and beets, and the end of it has some nebula black carrots in it, and that is going to be the start of this little end of this garden. And the bottom part here is going to have all the sweet corn in, and then up there, I'm going to zoom in real quick, all the way. There we go. On the other side of the swing set, you can sort of see the other garden up there. That one is going to be the rest of the vegetables. That's going to be the squash and the cucumbers and the pumpkins and all the, some of the other types of corn, sunflowers, and a little bit of everything else. We have a ton of plants that we're putting in this year, plus more carrots and other things like that. And I'll be starting that garden pretty soon here. The corn's not going to go in until about the first to second week of May, so still have another week or two for those. Just want to avoid any heavy frosts coming through. But I think we're pretty well past that. I think the low for the next 15 days on the forecast is 37, so we shouldn't have any heavy frost. Maybe a light frost here and there, but none of that's going to affect anything right now. So just wanted to show you. Right up here are the guineas and peacocks, and they're screaming at me right now for some reason or another. They always do. Everybody's kind of hanging out inside. But I just raised up the center earlier today, so kind of give them a little bit more headroom, at least the turkeys anyway. Or yeah, the peacocks anyway. They're turkeys yet. The peacocks need to have, I think it's a 6-foot minimum of clearance for their tail. That should be 7 at the peak there. So I'm going to put probably 2 more posts in the middle, just to raise it up completely. That way if they want to take short flights, they can, that kind of stuff. But they have a pretty decent sized run here. I forget how many feet this thing is. I think it's 60 some feet by 15 or 18 feet, something like that. So it's a pretty good run. Lots of outside time for them. But I just wanted to show you the guineas and peacocks. There's a better view of the garden up there. Zoom in again. Kind of get you an idea of that one up there is twice the size of this one. So if you have any thoughts on that one, that's definitely that's a pretty big one up there in it. But that's going to have all of our eating vegetables, I'll put it that way. Not that these aren't going to be for that, but these are more your the beets and the peas and the carrots, they're all like, spring and summer. The potatoes are fall. You pick them, like I said, it's about 100 days, so it's going to be pretty close to 3.5, 4 months before we get a chance to actually pick those. But anyway, you can see up in the field there, this field up there is all barley, and it's going to come into hay after the barley's cut down. We got some of that over here as well. So, lots of things going on right now. Just wanted to give you guys a quick peek. Alright, and I will post a short little clip of me planting these guys in hyperlapse, because oh my, does that take a while, and you don't want to sit here for all that. So, I'll talk to you all later, and have a good one. Remember, we're all in this together. So, when you're planting a potato, you want to make sure that your potatoes have eyes on them. Obviously these are already sprouted eyes. This potato's been sitting for a little while. It's starting to get a little soft, so it's no good to really eat anymore, but you can put it in your compost or plant it. So you want to make sure that you cut enough of each potato. You can put the whole potato in the ground if you want to, but that's a little unnecessary. You can actually cut it and make more out of what you got. So you go ahead and just put your potato down and and there you go. Then you get a potato and you can use that, and ta-da! Put that in the ground. In all serious note, beyond the goofy chopping of a potato in half with a meat cleaver, you don't have to go that far. So just take your potato, make sure that you have the eye, and that's it. Put that in the ground about 6-8 inches down, and between 14 and 18 inches apart. If you don't have that much room, you can go as close as 12, but it's usually better to go a little bit farther than that. And then you have to wait about 100 days, and you'll have potatoes. Now you can pick them a little bit smaller than that if you want, if you like the little young, more tender potatoes. But if you want to have full-size ripe potatoes, just go ahead and wait about 100 days from your point of planting, and you're good to go. So that is the very basics of potato planting, and obviously you're going to have to weed a lot for these, and you're also going to have to worry about potato beetles. And once they actually come out and end up on our plants, I'll do another video about pest control. But for right now, the biggest thing is get them sprouted, get them in the ground, and get them to come up and make sure the weeds are down. Next up is a short little clip of taking the field from this to this, and also planting in hyperlapse. Hope you enjoy. Well guys, that's pretty much it. Potatoes are pretty easy to plant, and there's not a whole lot to it. You cut them up, you put them in the ground, you cover them, and you wait a long time. But if anybody has any questions, just give us a shout. We'll try to answer everything that we can. And I wanted to thank everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, hit us on Facebook and Instagram. Remember, we're all in this together. See you later.